would say the question needs to be recharacterized. It is not how can the economic recovery be green, resilient, and inclusive, but how should it be? Because there is no option at this point in time. We do not have the luxury of time, nor that scale of financing that is needed to meet different crises with discrete openings and packages. We have to find investment opportunities that subserve multiple outcomes and allow us to meet the recovery targets, the economic goals of our countries, but also their long-term aspirations on how to address climate change, both mitigating it and adapting to different climate impacts. Let me give you some examples. For instance, the immediate objectives of economic recovery is creating jobs, creating new skills, and getting the small businesses back in action. So if we were to look at these objectives and see which are the opportunities that would also allow us to move towards a greener, low carbon pathway, the immediate answers are related to renewable energy technologies and investment in renewable energy. They relate to opportunities in energy efficiency in our buildings, or also opportunities related to nature-based solutions, for instance, restoring our forest lands. And let me give you some statistics over here. 1 million invested in renewable energy will generate, according to an estimate, about 7.5 full-time equivalent jobs, whereas that 1 million invested in fossil fuels would generate just about 2.5 jobs. So you can see the immediate difference. In the short term, if we were to invest in renewable energy, we would be generating more jobs as compared to investing in fossil fuel power generation. The other example is restoring our forest lands, which forests are a good source of absorbing carbon dioxide. So if we restore forest lands, or if we restore our mangroves, again, a number that I'd like to quote over here from the US, about 150,000 jobs per year could be generated just by restoring forest land in the US. Similar modeling and exercises have been undertaken for Indonesia in its low carbon development initiative, which shows that Indonesia can maintain a 6% per annum annual growth while investing in opportunities related to renewable energy, while maintaining their forest lands. And also, these interventions and investments could create significant number of jobs. So the idea is that we look at the immediate short term for the recovery investments from the pandemic, and marry with them the opportunities that are there for investing in green energy, for investing in forestry, for investing in energy efficiency. And that would also ensure that this short-term recovery investments are contributing to the long-term objectives of addressing climate change. So there is a confluence in the objectives through such green and resilient investments. The immediate answer to that is, of course, what we have experienced from the pandemic, the complete change in lifestyles, and the cleaner air that we were breathing. So that is in terms of the environmental outcomes. In terms of the social outcomes, the kind of social development programs that we have been traditionally investing in to enable the poor to deal with various crises. If we can give them some decent jobs, again, I go back to nature-based solutions, protecting our forests, managing our forests, or protecting our coastlines, which are not only productive from the point of view of creating jobs, but also give us satisfaction in terms of the cleaner and healthier environments that we would be living in. So we have to look at livelihoods from the perspective, of course, of the poor, but also in terms of what sense of accomplishment it gives them for a larger cause that all of us, all the humanity is dealing with.